Now, if you've been in an anime-related conversation with me that lasted longer than like 10 minutes, then you probably know that my favorite genre is probably rom-com anime. Don't get me wrong, I love me a good shonen or fantasy anime, that shit goes hard. But I don't think those kinds of anime have affected me as much as some of the heartfelt, funny, or emotional animes this genre has given me. And I think my favorite, and if I dare be bold, the best of this genre was, funnily enough, the first romance anime I watched.
That's about it. That's all I've seen.
Alright, question. Have you guys seen Toradora?
Nope.
No.
Okay, let's put in masterpiece. Alright, anyways.
Alright. No
listen,
explanation.
I mean,
no,
look,
right,
I mean, so for real. Now, ever since I watched it, I've held Toradora on a pedestal of sorts. At the time, the only animes I ever watched were ones about adventures or demons or buff men taking off their shirts. Now, sometimes those anime would delve into deeper topics like romance, but me being an uncultured youngling, I didn't really care. Then, on a whim, I decided to watch Toradora. I'm not sure what compelled me to, but after watching that, I think I changed. A bit dramatic, but okay. I realized that anime can be more than just fighting or world-ending threats. Some can be set in just a school ground and be just as compelling. And recently, I decided to give Toradora a rewatch, and honestly, I was scared to. I was afraid that since my tastes have grown and changed, if I watched it, then it wouldn't be as good as I remembered, or maybe it aged poorly. Thank God I was wrong, this shit is still peak. Now, I highly suggest that you go watch it yourself, but for people who haven't seen Toradora, the main plot is that the two main characters, Ryuji and Taiga, have a crush on each other's best friends, so they work together to get each other with their crushes, and end up falling in love with each other. Now, I do think that this story works really well in Toradora's case for a few reasons. One, I feel like that we already get the feeling that Taiga and Ryuji will start having romantic feelings towards each other at some point, whether it be the trope itself or the simple logic that they're the two main characters of a rom-com. Even so, I still felt myself rooting for them to get with their crushes. Two, it's properly paced. Not to throw any shade at other romance anime I like, but most of the time they're just 12-episode seasons, with Toradora being the GOAT that it is, has a full 25-episode season. And honestly, the pacing is amazing. Like I said, the main plot is Taiga and Ryuji helping each other out to get with who they like, and the story actually pays attention to itself. Sure, through the episode that show that the two care about each other deeper than they think, but Taiga herself doesn't even realize she loves Ryuji until episode 19, and doesn't even admit it on screen until episode 21. Out of 25. That's 4 episodes. I'll admit, it does go a little fast when most of the two's romance relationship being crammed into like 4 or 5 episodes. I wouldn't say it felt rushed per se, since, as I mentioned, we'd already seen these two wonder about the relationship, but that's just me. Why did it end like that though? What the
Takasu?
Yes! I mean, yeah?
This series probably has my favorite cast in a rom-com anime. None of the main characters feel flat or two-dimensional. All of them are either deeper than they come off, or have good character development.
Usually both.
And I feel like they bounce off each other really well. Now, in my opinion, I think the best example of this anime's character writing is Minori. In her first appearance, as well as the first few episodes, she definitely felt like the random XD comedic side character / love interest. But as the series kept going, Minori would have these small moments that hint at something more. What I'm saying is, while the anime does have big showcases of emotional drama, it also uses a surprising amount of show don't tell, something I personally love when anime do. Scenic moments, a few seconds of quiet ambience, certain small moments that add depth to these characters. Let me talk about Taiga for a sec, okay? Because she's goated.
Oh, I see. The palm thing.
Now, the Palm Top Tiger's character type isn't anything new. A bratty, tsundere rich girl. That's been done many times. That being said, I think Taiga is my favorite execution of this tsundere trope because, get this, it's not her entire character. At the start of the series, Taiga is clearly very
Get those legs pumping, oh god!
Call me an idiot, you bitch!
physically violent, especially towards Ryuji. Hell, she fucking breaks into his house, episode 1. However, as the series progresses and Taiga's feelings begin to grow more towards Ryuji, she also acts out less towards Ryuji. Teasing and mocking him occasionally, sure, that's fair, but I feel like the small detail was a sign that even before she admitted it, Taiga was clearly growing closer and dependent on Ryuji, which led to her outbursts at the Christmas party. Sure, by the end of it, she's not exactly gentle with him or anything,
Now what?
but compared to the start of the series, and you can tell that she's grown a lot. I won't go too much deeper into certain character arcs since, honestly, you should just go watch it yourself. Please.
Comedy gold.
The dub was the best choice, I'm sorry.
Congrats, Daddy.
I'll be honest and say that both on my first watch and this rewatch, I watched the dub. I'm sure that the sub is fantastic, and I'm sure those voice actors gave it their all. But the dub line deliveries are so good, I'm just not even sorry.
Isn't that...
The bitch.
And not just the dub, the anime itself is unhinged. It's insane. I did not, genuinely, I did not remember how insane and batshit crazy it was on my rewatch. Like, I got flashbanged. There were multiple moments where I had to pause the episode to calm myself down from laughing. Anyway, while we're on the topic of voice actors, you want to see something cool?
Got it. She hates scary movies, ghosts, and occult stuff. Time to spill some cosmic tea about the mighty battle axe, Yarnbjorn.
Yeah, that's right. The dub Taiga voice is the voice of Galactica in Marvel Rivals. I also realized that while writing this, she has the same dub voice as Lifa from SAO and Ernesta from Astro's War. I cannot escape this show. I really only included this because I thought it was funny to talk about, because, I don't really know what else to put in the video, but real talk, she did a really good job as Taiga, both during funny and serious moments. Before I wrap up this little, voice actor comedy segment, you want to see something else? You want one more bonus? See this? This is Taiga's dad. He's an ass, and we all hate him. But check this out.
Here we are. And since we're alone, I guess she decided not to show up, huh?
Those monkeys need to put on some pants.
Taiga's dad is fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, aka Kirk Thornton. I swear to God, I was destined to watch this anime. How do so many of the things I like come back to Toradora? Hold on, who the fuck is Kinemura? Johnny Youngboss! So, why do I love Toradora? For the most part, it's nostalgia. It was the first rom-com anime I'd ever seen. Even if after the rewatch it was complete ass, I would still hold it in a special place. But it's not ass. Hell, it doesn't even feel dated. In all honesty, I think this anime is just timeless. Hell, some Toradora fans watch it every year on the 25 days leading up to Christmas. If that doesn't say something about how much this anime means to some people, I don't know what will. Toradora means a lot to me because it showed me what anime can be done. How it can tell stories about relationships, sadness, loneliness, overcoming hardships, and about love. And it's my favorite anime because of that. Thanks for watching, gang.